Forget the facades and disguises. If you want to know those who run Ladera Heights or Black Beverly Hills, you should be looking at some women. We are talking about hot and beautiful Black women who turn talent, entrepreneurship, and vision into multi-million-dollar empires, shaping the city and raking in millions to billions. But who are these Black women, and what makes their fortunes stand out in a city full of stars? Stick around, because today, we will be counting down on 10 of the richest Black women in Ladera Heights. 10. Erica Dixon, reality TV and real estate. Estimated net worth $3 to $5 million. Erica Dixon's wealth is not loud, inherited, or inflated by hype. It is practical wealth built from visibility and discipline. Her money comes from understanding when attention should become ownership. With an estimated net worth between $3 and $5 million, she represents the starting point of financial power in Ladera Heights, where media exposure meets long-term property decisions. Dixon is best known for her role in reality television. Consistent appearances created steady income and name recognition. Reality television does not always lead to wealth. Many participants earn briefly and exit with nothing to show for it. What separates Dixon is what followed. She redirected earnings into real estate, choosing ownership over consumption. Property in Ladera Heights operates like a financial anchor. Homes in this area are not impulse buys. They sit in a market defined by limited land, high demand, and long-term appreciation. Buying property here changes financial direction. It turns short-term income into lasting value. Dixon understood this shift and acted on it. Her lifestyle reflects growth rather than excess. She owns property. She maintains controlled public exposure. She focuses on business instead of spectacle. What this is not is celebrity luxury driven by trend spending. It is a quiet conversion of fame into assets that can last beyond television cycles. Erica Dixon was born in the United States and built her public identity as an adult rather than as a child star. This matters because it shows that her income was earned during a period when decisions carry heavier consequences. Her rise came through consistent appearances rather than viral moments. Consistency is what made reinvestment possible. Her breakthrough was not a single episode or headline. It was sustained relevance. That relevance created income. Income created choice. Choice allowed ownership. Ownership is where wealth stabilizes. For viewers, her story explains how small-scale fame can still lead to real money if managed correctly. What Erica Dixon represents is accessibility. Her path shows that wealth does not require global fame. It requires timing, restraint, and a shift from spending to building. Ladera Heights becomes the physical proof of that shift. It is not just where she lives. It is where earnings matured into equity. If Erica Dixon shows how visibility can open the door to ownership, the next woman proves that influence can exist even when numbers are not publicly attached to it. 9. Olympia Scott, former WNBA player and coach. Olympia Scott's position on this list is defined by impact rather than public figures. Her wealth cannot be measured cleanly by reported numbers, but her influence in Ladera Heights is visible through career longevity, mentorship, and community presence. She represents a form of financial relevance that does not depend on headlines. Scott played professional basketball in the WNBA, a league where early salaries were modest compared to other major sports. This context matters. Her career was built during a period when women athletes were laying foundations rather than collecting large paydays. What followed was not financial disappearance, but reinvention. After her playing career, Scott transitioned into coaching and development roles. Coaching extends professional relevance. It creates income streams that reward experience rather than physical performance. It also builds networks that last longer than contracts. Scott's continued involvement in basketball placed her within stable professional circles tied to education, youth programs, and long-term planning. She has community and property ties in Ladera Heights. This places her among residents who prioritize stability, education, and continuity. Ladera Heights attracts individuals who value long-term roots. Ownership here is rarely accidental. It reflects commitment rather than experimentation. What this is not is celebrity wealth. There are no luxury headlines or brand endorsements attached to her name. What it is instead is professional capital. This kind of capital anchors communities. It shapes lives quietly and consistently. It also supports financial sustainability even when income is not publicly celebrated. Olympia Scott was born in the United States and developed her career during a period when women in professional sports had to build credibility before compensation improved. Her rise came through discipline and reliability. Those traits carried forward into coaching and mentorship roles. Her breakthrough moment was not about fame. It was about transition. Moving from athlete to mentor extended her relevance and income. For viewers, her story explains that wealth does not always appear as numbers. Sometimes it appears as access, respect, and sustained opportunity. What Olympia Scott represents is durability. Her career shows that financial influence can exist without spectacle. Ladera Heights reflects that kind of life. It is a place where professional credibility often matters more than public attention. From courtside leadership and quiet influence, the countdown moves next to a woman whose television presence turned laughter into lasting financial control. 8. Tichina Arnold, actress and entrepreneur. Estimated net worth, $4 to $6 million. Tichina Arnold's wealth is built on time. With an estimated net worth between $4 and $6 million, she represents what happens when longevity meets discipline. Her money comes from decades of consistent work in television combined with strategic investment decisions rooted in ownership. Arnold is widely known for her roles on Martin and Everybody Hates Chris. These shows were not short appearances. They were long-running series that generated recurring income through contracts, residuals, and continued syndication. Longevity matters because it creates repeat earnings rather than single payouts. Over time, Arnold invested in property and local businesses in Ladera Heights. Real estate in this area functions as a financial stabilizer. It absorbs income and converts it into long-term value. Ownership here protects wealth rather than displaying it. Her lifestyle reflects stability. She owns homes. She maintains selective visibility. She participates in business activity beyond acting. What this is not is celebrity excess driven by attention cycles. It is sustained relevance supported by smart decisions. Tichina Arnold was born in New York City and entered entertainment at a young age. Early exposure often leads to financial missteps. In her case, it led to experience. She built her career gradually, learning the structure of television contracts and the importance of longevity. Her breakthrough came through consistent casting in culturally significant shows. Those roles created familiarity. Familiarity created trust with networks. Trust created steady work. Steady work created income that could be invested rather than spent impulsively. For viewers, her story explains how staying power builds wealth. Fame alone fades. Longevity compounds. Arnold's presence in Ladera Heights reflects that principle. It is not a temporary residence. It is a long-term base. What Tichina Arnold represents is control. Control over career pace. Control over spending. Control over where income is placed. Her life shows that entertainment wealth does not have to collapse after peak popularity. If television longevity built quiet wealth, the next woman transforms musical consistency into a financial rhythm that carries far beyond the studio walls. 7. Aiko, Grammy-nominated singer. Estimated net worth, approximately $6 million. Aiko's wealth is quiet, steady, and intentional. It does not explode like a viral hit and disappear just as fast. Instead, it moves like a slow river that deepens over time. With an estimated net worth of around $6 million, her money comes from creative consistency, ownership of her work, and a career built on repeat trust from listeners rather than momentary hype. Aiko is known for her distinct sound in modern R&B. Her music is recognizable within seconds, which matters in an industry crowded with short attention spans. Album sales, streaming revenue, touring, and collaborations form the foundation of her income. These are not speculative earnings, they are measurable and recurring, built through years of audience loyalty. She grew up near Ladera Heights and maintains property connections in the area. That detail matters. Ladera Heights is not an artist crash pad or a temporary stop. Property ownership here signals roots. Homes in this community are long-term investments in a tightly held market. They appreciate quietly while offering privacy and status. Her lifestyle reflects restraint rather than excess. She owns property. She limits public exposure. She chooses collaborations carefully. What this is not is short-term fame driven by social media trends. It is creative income treated like a business rather than a gamble. Aiko was born in Los Angeles in 1988. She entered the music industry early, appearing on projects while still a teenager. Early exposure does not always lead to sustainable careers. Many artists peak before they understand contracts, ownership, or leverage. Aiko's rise unfolded slowly, which worked in her favor. Her breakthrough came not from one breakout single, but from a body of work that built momentum over time. Albums like Sail Out and Sold Out established her as a consistent voice rather than a passing act. Consistency creates touring demand. Touring creates income that does not depend on radio cycles. Her collaborations with major artists expanded her reach without diluting her brand. That balance matters. It allows income growth without identity loss. Her music remains recognizable while benefiting from shared audiences. For viewers, Aiko's story shows that creative careers do not have to burn fast to be profitable. Longevity, ownership, and restraint create stability. Ladera Heights represents that same philosophy. It is a place for people who plan to stay, not just be seen. What she represents is patience paying off. Her wealth may not dominate headlines, but it compounds steadily. That kind of financial rhythm lasts longer than chart positions. If Aiko shows how creative control builds quiet wealth, the next woman proves that strategy behind the scenes can be just as profitable as fame in front of the camera. 6. Karen Civil, digital marketing mogul. Estimated net worth, approximately $6 to $10 million. Karen Civil's wealth is built where most people never look. It sits behind screens, inside contracts, and within strategies that shape modern influence. With an estimated net worth between $6 and $10 million, her fortune is rooted in information control rather than public applause. Karen Civil is known as a digital marketing strategist who has worked with major artists, athletes, and brands. Her work includes managing online campaigns, shaping brand narratives, and coordinating digital rollouts that generate revenue and visibility. These services command high fees because results are measurable. Her income comes from marketing contracts, consulting fees, retained partnerships, and in some cases, equity positions. This is not performance-based income dependent on public taste. It is business income tied to execution and strategy. She has business ventures and property ties in Ladera Heights. Property ownership here aligns with her professional approach. Ladera Heights values discretion, access, and long-term thinking. These are the same traits required to succeed in digital strategy. Her lifestyle reflects access rather than excess. She moves within powerful networks. She owns property. She operates businesses that scale without requiring constant visibility. What this is not is influencer culture driven by likes and trends. It is operational power built through positioning. Karen Civil was born in the United States and built her career during the rise of social media as a business tool. Timing mattered. She understood early that attention could be engineered, measured, and sold. That insight became her entry point into a rapidly expanding industry. Her breakthrough came as artists and brands realized that online presence required professional management. Civil positioned herself as that professional. She did not rely on one client. She built a portfolio. Portfolios reduce risk and increase leverage. Over time, her name became associated with results. That reputation allowed her to command higher fees and choose clients selectively. Selectivity is where income stabilizes. For viewers, her story explains that wealth does not always belong to the loudest voice. Sometimes it belongs to the architect behind the system. Her success shows how understanding platforms can outperform being popular on them. What Karen Civil represents is modern leverage. She demonstrates that digital spaces reward those who control strategy, not just content. Ladera Heights mirrors that logic. It attracts individuals who value power without spectacle. If digital strategy created behind-the-scenes leverage, the next woman shows how athletic dominance can evolve into lasting financial authority. 5. Lisa Leslie, WNB, a legend and entrepreneur. Estimated net worth, approximately $10 to $20 million. Lisa Leslie's wealth is built on firsts. With an estimated net worth between $10 and $20 million, she stands as one of the most financially successful women in professional basketball history. Her money comes from athletic excellence converted into business longevity. Lisa Leslie is known as one of the defining faces of the WNBA. She won 4 Olympic gold medals and became the first woman to dunk in a WNBA game. These achievements mattered not only for legacy, but for marketability. Visibility created opportunity. Her playing career formed the foundation of her wealth, but it did not end there. After retiring, Leslie transitioned into broadcasting, public speaking, brand partnerships, and business ventures. These roles extended her earning power beyond physical competition. She owns property in Ladera Heights, placing her among residents who value privacy and prestige. Property ownership here is both lifestyle and strategy. It preserves wealth while offering stability in a market with limited turnover. Her lifestyle reflects earned respect. She maintains a media presence, participates in business ventures, and holds influence within sports culture. What this is not is nostalgia-driven income. Her wealth remains active through ongoing work. Lisa Leslie was born in 1972 in California. She developed her skills early and rose through collegiate basketball before entering the professional ranks. Her career unfolded during a period when women's sports were still fighting for recognition and compensation. Her breakthrough moments were public and historic. Olympic success elevated her platform. League milestones increased her value. She used that visibility to secure opportunities beyond the court. For viewers, her story shows how pioneering roles carry long-term rewards. Being first does not always pay immediately, but it compounds over time. Leslie's financial success reflects that delayed return. What she represents is transformation. She helped turn women's basketball into a viable business and positioned herself to benefit from its growth. Ladera Heights reflects that same idea. It is a community built by people who arrived early and stayed long enough to see value rise. From athletic greatness to cultural leadership, the countdown moves next to a woman who turned barriers into bridges and visibility into legacy. 4. Vanessa Williams, singer and actress. Estimated net worth, approximately $25 to $28 million. Vanessa Williams' wealth stands as proof that cultural breakthroughs can turn into permanent financial footing. With an estimated net worth between $25 and $28 million, her fortune reflects decades of relevance across multiple industries. This is wealth built through endurance, reinvention, and control, rather than trend chasing. It sits solidly, like a well-laid foundation that continues to support new floors. Williams is known for being the first African-American woman to win the Miss America title. That moment did not merely make headlines. It shifted a cultural boundary that had existed for generations. However, pageant success alone does not create lasting wealth. What followed is where the story deepens. She transitioned into music and acting, releasing successful albums and securing major roles in film and television. Album sales, touring revenue, television contracts, and long-running royalties created layered income streams. Each layer reinforced the next. When one slowed, another carried weight. That balance is what turns fame into wealth. She owns property in Ladera Heights, an area known for privacy, stability, and long-term value. Property ownership here signals permanence. Homes in this community are not tied to temporary success. They appreciate quietly, protected by location and demand. This aligns with Williams's career approach: long range, controlled, sustainable. Her lifestyle reflects refinement rather than excess. She maintains upscale residences, engages selectively with roles, and preserves her brand value. What this is not is trend-driven celebrity. It is professional longevity reinforced by ownership. Vanessa Williams was born in 1963 in New York. Her early life included structured training in music and performance. This matters because preparation often determines career lifespan. Her rise was not accidental. It was supported by skill development and adaptability. Her breakthrough came when she proved she could move beyond pageantry. Music success validated her artistry. Acting roles expanded her audience. Each transition added credibility and income. Over time, her name became associated with reliability rather than novelty. For viewers, her story shows that firsts matter most when followed by consistency. Cultural milestones open doors. Discipline keeps them open. Ladera Heights reflects this same principle. It is a place where success settles instead of rushing away. What Vanessa Williams represents is earned permanence. Her wealth is not tied to one era or one identity. It evolved, adapted, and stabilized. That kind of success lasts. If cultural barriers turned into financial stability, the next woman shows how discipline inside the ring becomes control outside of it. 3. Laila Ali, boxing champion and entrepreneur. Estimated net worth: approximately $30 million. Laila Ali's wealth moves with the same precision that defined her career. With an estimated net worth of around $30 million, her fortune comes from an undefeated boxing record, followed by strategic expansion into media, business, and property. This is wealth built through restraint, timing, and calculated growth. Ali is best known as a professional boxer who retired undefeated. Boxing careers are often short and financially volatile. Success depends not only on winning but on managing earnings. Ali treated boxing as a platform rather than a finish line. Her income during her boxing career came from fight purses, promotions, and sponsorships. After retiring, she transitioned into television hosting, brand partnerships, public speaking, and business ventures aligned with health and lifestyle. Each move extended her earning timeline. She invested in Los Angeles real estate, including areas associated with affluent Black communities such as Ladera Heights. Property ownership here reflects defensive wealth strategy. It protects value and provides stability independent of public visibility. Her lifestyle reflects balance and structure. She owns property, she maintains selective media exposure, she aligns with brands that reinforce longevity rather than quick cash. What this is not is celebrity excess or uncontrolled expansion. It is wealth that knows when to advance and when to guard. Laila Ali was born in 1977 in Florida, the daughter of Muhammad Ali. That lineage brought attention, but also pressure. What matters financially is that she established her own earning power. Her success was not symbolic. She sold tickets, she drew audiences, she commanded compensation. Her breakthrough came when she proved she could dominate independently. Undefeated records matter in boxing because they elevate negotiating power. That power translated into higher earnings and better opportunities beyond the ring. For viewers, her story demonstrates that discipline transfers. Skills built in high-risk environments can protect wealth in calmer ones. Ladera Heights suits that transition. It offers privacy, security, and long-term value. What Laila Ali represents is control. Control over image, control over income, control over pace. Her wealth behaves like a seasoned fighter. It advances when the opening appears and protects itself when needed. From measured intensity to worldwide dominance, the countdown now reaches a woman whose excellence reshaped an entire sport. 2. Venus Williams, tennis champion and businesswoman. Estimated net worth: approximately $95 million. Venus Williams' wealth is the result of dominance sustained over time. With an estimated net worth of about $95 million, her fortune spans prize money, endorsements, and businesses built to outlast her athletic career. This is not short-term sports income. It is layered financial power. Williams is globally known as one of the greatest tennis players in history. Multiple Grand Slam titles established her as a force on the court. Prize money formed the foundation of her wealth, but it was only the beginning. Endorsements with global brands added scale and reach. What separates Venus from many athletes is what she built beyond tennis. She founded V-Star Interiors, a professional interior design firm that works on commercial and residential projects. This business operates independently of her sports career. It generates income through contracts rather than fame. She also invested in fashion and wellness brands, expanding into industries aligned with performance and longevity. These ventures reduced reliance on physical competition and diversified her income. Venus has owned high-value property in Los Angeles, including areas associated with Ladera Heights and its surrounding communities. Property ownership here reflects both lifestyle and investment. These homes are assets in one of the most competitive real estate markets in the world. Her lifestyle reflects disciplined luxury. She owns upscale properties. She controls her brand. She focuses on business development. What this is not is reckless spending driven by peak earnings. It is long-match strategy applied to money. Venus Williams was born in 1980 in California and raised in a family that treated preparation like a profession. Tennis was structured, training was intentional. That early discipline carried forward into business decisions. Her breakthrough moments were historic, but her lasting impact extended beyond trophies. She challenged pay inequality in tennis, contributing to equal prize money at major tournaments. That shift raised earnings not only for herself, but for future generations. For viewers, her story shows how excellence creates leverage. Leverage creates opportunity. Opportunity becomes ownership. Ladera Heights aligns with that progression. It is a place for people who play long games. What Venus Williams represents is endurance. Her wealth moves the way she played, powerful, controlled, and prepared for the long rally. If sustained excellence builds massive wealth, the final woman on this list proves that ownership multiplies it beyond imagination. 1. Sheila Johnson, co-founder of BET. Estimated net worth, approximately $400 million. Sheila Johnson's wealth sits at the very top of Black female financial power connected to Ladera Heights, and it does so without noise or spectacle. With an estimated net worth of around $400 million, her fortune is not built on popularity or trends. It is built like a skyscraper with steel beams beneath the surface. Strong, quiet, and designed to last for generations. Sheila Johnson is best known as the co-founder of Black Entertainment Television, widely known as BET. This was not just a television channel. It was the creation of an entire economic lane for Black culture in mainstream media. Before BET, Black stories were scattered across networks. After BET, they had a centralized platform that attracted advertisers, talent, and long-term revenue. That single move reshaped media economics in the United States. Her wealth did not stop at television. Johnson expanded into luxury real estate and high-end hospitality. She owns and invests in upscale hotels and resorts that cater to elite travelers. These properties are not symbolic trophies. They are revenue-producing assets with long-term value. She also holds ownership stakes in professional sports, including the Washington Mystics of the WNBA. Ownership at this level means influence over branding, growth, and league direction. Sheila Johnson was born in 1949 in Illinois and trained early in music, studying performance and discipline long before entering business. Her rise was not instant. BT launched in 1980 with limited resources and high risk. When the network later sold to Viacom for billions, Johnson's stake secured her financial position and unlocked expansion into other industries. Her lifestyle reflects scale and discretion. Private properties, boardroom access, and institutional influence define her world. This is not celebrity wealth fueled by attention. It is legacy wealth built through ownership, patience, and reinvestment. What Sheila Johnson represents for viewers is proof that controlling platforms creates power. Ladera Heights fits naturally into that story. It is a place for builders, not spectators. If Sheila Johnson shows what ownership at the highest level looks like, this list as a whole proves that Black Beverly Hills is built on far more than fame. But what do you think of these women? Share your thoughts in the comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more revealing videos.